good night or good evening, some kind of time. I know, my banner weekend. But we here at Texas de Brazil, looking to eat our food at evening of wine and chocolate. And we are here with our wine specialist who will guide us a little bit through the process of the night. Good night, sir. What's your name?
Good evening. I'm Larry Nocera with Cobrand Corporation.
Okay, and how are you involved in the session tonight?
Okay, so our port wine, we represent a couple of different ones, but tonight we're focusing on Fonseca Port from Portugal. And our port company has partnered with Texas de Brazil throughout the United States and their international properties. They're going to be doing this tasting in all of the properties tonight. And so we're trying to highlight how nicely port wines go at the end of a meal, how they go with dessert and how they go with cheeses, and especially how well they go with chocolates.
What can you tell us about the profile of your particular wine?
Yeah, so we have a couple of different styles of port, and that's what makes port so interesting. We have a style that's called a ruby style, which is very fresh and ripe flavors, and we can also age that port for maybe 10 years or in some cases 20 years. And so that aging process in oak barrels makes the wine way more mellow and brings out some characteristics of nuttiness and cocoa and all kinds of things that make it a lot more complex and a lot more interesting. So we think we have 4 different ports, and we're going to hope that we find someone who will love each of them.
Well, I've seen a lot of chocolate and nuts around. What makes the port wine such a good wine to pair with dessert?
Okay, so port wine is made similarly to normal wine, but during the process they stop the fermentation and leave a lot of the natural grape sugar that's in the grapes into the wine. So it has a bit higher percentage of natural sugar, and that's the trick to matching wines with desserts. You have to have a wine that's sweeter than the dessert that you have. Otherwise, the wine will get lost in that pairing. So that's why port is ideal for desserts and the ideal after dinner drink as well.
Okay. And which is it? Does the wine affect the taste of the food, or does the food affect the taste of the wine?
Well, they have an interaction, and that's what really makes it fun. I think if you have the right match, you notice that the wine might change, might taste a little bit better, and it also highlights the food. It makes the food taste a little bit different too. So that's what we're going to have a lot of fun trying to do tonight.
Yeah, I think I'm ready for some of that fun for real.
Exactly.
All right, well, thanks a lot for the info. Very informative. And we're looking forward to a nice session this evening.
Well, thank you so much. Thanks for having us here. We appreciate it.
All right, thanks. Bye. All right, we're here with Kish from Texas de Brazil, and he's going to tell us a little bit about a real different partnership with wine producer, distributor, and a restaurant. Correct?
Correct.
Could you explain the boundaries or the parameters of that relationship?
Well, we at Texas de Brazil. First, let me welcome you all to Texas de Brazil. I'm Kish, one of the managers on duty for the restaurant, all right? So we at Texas de Brazil is partnering with Massey Distribution. So all the Texas de Brazils, we shorten it, we call it TDBs, around the world is hosting a port and chocolate festival. So we at the Trinidad branch is hosting our one today. So we partner with Massey Distribution because they are the carriers of the Fonseca brand of ports, Bin 27. So within the next 2 weeks, so we are offering to our regular guests discounted price with the Fonseca brand of wine. Now today we invited some of our regular guests to come and join us in our tasting just to get the product out there, because these are our regular guests that comes to us almost every week to dine at our churrascaria.
Okay, so the idea is not just a one-time thing tonight. It's actually something that's going on.
We're right. Well, we're not going to do a taste of chocolate festival every day for the 2 weeks. However, it's just a matter of getting the product out there and doing a special on the product itself. So if you come, you dine, you have your full dinner, you get the port at a reduced cost.
Okay. Just to be clear, this is a launch of it, or you all used to sell it before, but now it has been highlighted?
Well, it's a new product to our restaurant. So we're gonna start to feature the port. And
how you think, just from your past experience, and maybe things that might have a similar profile, how you think this will perform in terms of what your customers looking for?
Well, we have a variety of different customers with different taste profiles, right? So a lot of them are open to different new things, and this port will pair well with our meats because we are a Brazilian churrascaria. We feature several different cuts of meat. So most of I feel it will hit the public by storm.
I mean, it looks good. It
smells good.
It smells nice.
And I'm 100% positive it's going to taste good also. Yes.
I think so. And we just do an interview before and we hype from what the information that we got. And now you again, so even more hype. We kind of want to go and taste the wine now.
I think I want to taste it too.
All right. Now we're here with another new friend, Jovan, correct?
Correct.
All right. Team lead from Massey. And he's going to tell us a little bit about the wine again. And I guess why you all chose to partner with this brand.
Okay. Well, Fonseca Port is a fortified rich wine. The name of it is Port because it comes from Portugal in the town of Port. This is exclusive to this. Similar to Champagne, comes only from Champagne. Tequila only comes from tequila. So this is the word zoned, as you cannot make port anywhere else in the world other than in a special valley.
So like not in Port of Spain or any other port?
Port of Spain or Port St. Lucie or anywhere like that, right? Yeah. So here tonight we're featuring the Fonseca range, which consists of the Bin 27. We also have a late bottle vintage and a 20-year-old Tawny port. So far, the port has been doing really well on the market. I'm personally a port drinker, and I have one in the fridge. Not to say this is a slight chill to serve, but just keep it in the fridge, let it aerate for 5-10 minutes, and you're good to go.
Right, and what kind of occasions you personally use your port for?
On days ending in Y, usually like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, that sort of thing.
And sometimes Sunday.
Sometimes Saturday and Sunday.
I hear. So basically port is a nice wine to just have chilling for any occasion.
For any occasion, it is designed as it's a very sweet wine, which the Trinidad market likes. It is originally as a dessert wine. So it's not something you would sip on with your meal, maybe after meal with your desserts and stuff like that, correct?
Which is the whole idea behind tonight.
Which is the whole idea behind tonight, yes.
Cool. Well, again, anxious to try it. All the interviews, nice information though, so thanks a lot.
Happy to have you here, guys.
Happy to be here. All right, man.